Hi Girl Scouts, my name is Kayleigh and I am the STEM Program Manager over at the STEM Center of Excellence. Join me live today for our snake adaptation lesson here on Girl Scouts Live. We are just going to give a couple of folks a few minutes to join us, and then we're going to go ahead and get started. So I hope you are all enjoying your time at home. I know my two dogs are very thrilled that I'm home to take them for walks. So I hope you are getting some much needed relaxation time. Hi, thank you for joining. We're gonna wait for just another moment or two for folks to fill in and to join us, and then we're gonna go ahead and get started. Welcome. Come on in, get comfy. We're going to be talking about some snake adaptations this morning here on our Facebook Live video. So we're going to just take a couple more moments and let everyone get settled, and then we're going to jump right into it. This is a great opportunity, if you haven't done so, to like our Facebook page, Girl Scouts of Northeast Texas, or the STEM Center of Excellence. Check us out on Instagram, like, share, tag. We want to engage as many girls as possible while we're all stuck at home for this remote opportunity. So yeah, tag a friend and have them join. We'll give everyone just another moment or so, and then we're going to go ahead and get started. Welcome. Come on in and get settled. We're almost ready to go. This is my first time posting or utilizing Facebook Live, so I'm both really excited and a little nervous. So as we go through our snake adaptation lesson today, if you have questions or comments, please feel free to leave them in the comment section. I will do my absolute best to answer the questions for you at the end. Hopefully the information that I'll share with you will be enough to cover your questions. So we have a couple of folks that have joined us. Hi, welcome. Welcome, welcome. All right, folks. So good morning, Girl Scouts, and welcome to Girl Scouts Live. My name is Kayleigh, and I am part of the Girl Scouts of Northeast Texas Council. And I joined the Girl Scouts in mid-October of last year as the STEM Program Manager of the STEM Center of Excellence. So it's never too late to join as a Girl Scout. Today is Thursday, March 26, 2020, and we're live from my kitchen because we are all in quarantine right now. So I'm really excited to have this opportunity to share with you some snake adaptations today. We're going to be meeting a Mexican hognose snake, and he will be acting as an ambassador to his species. So before I go get him from our enclosure and introduce him to the world, I just wanted to take this opportunity to ask that you like our GSNetX Facebook page, our STEM Center of Excellence Facebook page, our Instagram page, share posts, tag a friend. We want to do everything we can to provide quality programming for our girls in this unique situation. So go ahead and do that. Before I grab him, this is a real snake. He is a real, live, living, breathing snake, and he lives in my kitchen in a 10-gallon enclosure. So my movements will be slow and they will be intentional, and I'm going to do everything I can to limit the surprises to him. He is a bit of a drama queen, so I just want to prepare you for that. He might dry strike, he might hiss, but I just wanted to prepare you. I do have experience in handling both wild snakes and snakes for educational purposes. So I did want to take this time to remind us Girl Scouts as we are outside, as we are exploring nature, to never pick up a wild snake. You don't know if it's venomous, if it's non-venomous, and that's not a risk that I want you guys to take. So I just wanted to preface our time together with that little public service announcement. I have a little bit of a script that I'm going to be following so we can make the most of our time together. So if you see my eyes darting, I'm just trying to make sure I get all the points across. Like I said, if you have a question or a comment, we have this awesome comment section over to the right side of your screen. Please make sure to post your question and I'll do my best to answer. It's important to remember that I am not an expert. I am just insanely passionate about snakes and their role in our ecosystem, and I think they're fascinating, and I'm so excited to share my passions with you. All right, so I'm gonna go grab Nagini out of his sand pit. So I will be back in just a moment. So again, if you haven't done so already, like our Facebook page, our Instagram page, tag a friend and get them viewing this cool video. All right, Girl Scouts, I will be right back. All right, friends. So, like I said, we're a little grumpy because we were just in our sand pit. I know, buddy. I know. All right, there we go. So, everyone, please meet Nagini, the Mexican hognose snake. There we go, bud. Yeah, he's a little upset. I can't really blame him. I got him out of his sand pit this morning. There we go. All right, there we are. So this is Nagini, my Mexican hognose snake. Say hi. Welcome to the world, Nagini. This is your first debut. So I hope you. Oh, there we go. So if you saw that. He's not too thrilled, and he's just displayed one of his defense mechanisms for us. He has pooped on me. So we're going to talk a little bit about that, about why snakes do that for their defense in a little bit. What a great way to kickstart our program together, Nagini. Thank you. So this is Nagini, my Mexican hognose snake. He is about 5 or 6 years old, and he is almost a full-grown adult. Males will get to be about 1.5 to 2 feet, and females will get to be between 2 and 3 feet in length. Say hi, turn around. People want to see your face. So he's, again, super grumpy, super drama queen. Hi, bud. Oh God, that smells so bad, dude. So they're hognose as a species. We have 3 subspecies. We have the Mexican, we have the Eastern, and we have the Western. And like I said, Guinea, he is the Mexican hognose. Dude, you are not making this easy. People want to see you. I know. I know. Okay, so hognoses get their name from a really, really unique feature on their face. And if he will cooperate, let's see if we can get him super close. Yeah, what do you notice about his face? Answer in the comment box. What are you noticing about his face? Mostly his nose. What do you guys see? Yeah, so he's got a upturned rostral. Ooh, you're okay, bud. He's got an upturned rostral scale. All right, friend, you are not cooperating. Come here. There we go. Look at that. Look at that little grin. He's so happy to be here. An upturned rostral scale right on his nose. Okay. So cool. So they have that unique upwards turn because they want to dig in the sand. And that's how they get their name, Hognose. So that scale up there looks like a pig nose, right? Turned up like that. There we go. We've calmed down a little bit. There we go. Thanks for cooperating, little buddy. So loves to look in the sand and in the dirt for his food source, okay? What kind of food do you think hognoses want to eat? What are some guesses that you may have? A lot of my students in the past have guessed mice and they've guessed rats, and they can be persuaded to eat mice and rats, but predominantly hognose species like to eat toads and they like to eat frogs. Okay. So I used to work at a nature center, and we had a hognose there who we were transitioning from. It's really hard to find frogs in the wild and catch them on almost a daily basis for them. So we were transitioning to pinkies or to frozen mice. So this particular snake had very explicit dietary restrictions, and we needed to get a mouse, a frozen mouse, and we needed to put it into a frog leg and then put salmon on it. He was very particular. It was very funny. So they're going to use that little rostral scale right there, right on his little nose, and he's going to sift back and forth in the sand, and he's going to be looking for frogs and for toads. Okay, so, sorry, I got off script. I got so excited talking about frogs and toads. I totally missed one of the really cool adaptations that snakes have. So as you can see, his mouth, it looks like he's constantly grinning at you, right? So snakes are known for eating prey that are a lot larger than their heads, right? Can you imagine, do you know of any frogs or toads that are smaller than his head? Not many, and he'd have to eat a whole lot of tiny, tiny frogs, right? So snakes, when they eat a prey item that is larger, they have the ability to unhinge their jaw. Okay, so what I want you to try and do at home is I want you to open your mouth as wide as you can. Ready? And I'll do it with you. My mouth is never going to be, I know, I'm so sorry. My mouth is never going to open any further than that. But for snakes, what they can do is they can unhinge their jaw. Okay, and now I want you to put your finger up behind your ear. And I want you to open your jaw, and you're going to feel that clicking, right? That slight grinding of your lower mandible that's attached to your skull, okay? And they can actually unhinge it and open their mouth almost 180 degrees, right? So almost a straight line. And it's really hard to do when you have a snake in your hand, okay? So they can open their mouth really wide to help swallow their prey. They also have backwards facing teeth to help work that prey down their throat. I know, dude, we're talking about you. We're gonna feed you after your program today. So to help push that food down, because obviously they don't have hands, fingers to be able to cut up their prey, or really like jagged teeth to cut through it. So they swallow their prey whole, and the rear facing teeth help push it down their throat, which is really, really cool. So back to why I was so excited about hognoses and toads. So a hognose will use their scale, they're digging around, they find their toad, they strike and they grab the toad or their frog, okay? And then that toad or that frog, it's like, oh snap, I know, oh snap, I'm being eaten. What can I do to stop it? Okay, so what a toad and a frog will do is they'll puff up, right? They'll get really, really big, and they're gonna wanna try and get big so that the animal that's eating them is like, whoa, this thing got so big, I can't even fit it in my mouth, right? So the frog is like, yes, there's a light at the end of the tunnel. Today's not my day. But hognoses are like, I have a trick up my sleeve. Or better yet, we have a trick in the back of our mouth. So hognoses have a set of rear hanging fangs, kind of in the back where our molars would be found. I know, I'm talking about you. Okay, right in the back where their molars are found. And here, I want you guys to have a good view of him. And what they'll do is as that toad pops up, the fangs will swing down and will pop the toad and the toad will deflate. Okay, and then I know we're still talking about you. And then they'll use their rear-facing teeth and they will work that toad down and they will start the digestive process, excuse me. It's really, really cool. So another really cool adaptation that hognoses have is that they have specific venom for their prey. So yes, hognoses are technically a venomous snake, and their venom is specific to toads and frogs. Now, Guinea has never bitten me. He has definitely dry struck me, but he's really, really mostly a docile snake. He's kind of a drama queen. But when he does strike, you'll notice as he's telling me that he's not a big fan, his mouth is closed when he does this. When he goes for a toad and he wants to eat the toad, he actually has to get that toad in his mouth. So the rear fangs will pop and then the venom will be able to penetrate that frog or toad. See, his mouth is closed. So he's just like, yeah, I'm not a big fan of being on TV, but we're going to do it anyway. So if he were to bite me in a crazy turn of events, he'd have to literally sit there and gnaw on me just for the venom to get to me, which he hasn't done. His mouth isn't big enough. It's just not possible. But it could happen. So let's see, where are we? Wonderful. So we have our rostral scale, right, for digging in the sand and for finding toads and frogs. But how are they finding it? They're using that scale to dig through, but how are they finding it? Okay. Now, what I want you to do is I want you to take your fingers, okay, and I want you to try and find your voice box, okay? If you can see what I'm doing, I'm putting my 2 fingers up here just under my chin, and as I'm speaking, I can feel something, right? I can feel the vibrations, okay? So if you were to do the same thing, and if you were to touch your knee, so go ahead and touch your knee and start talking, you can't feel those vibrations, right? So a snake can essentially feel those vibrations that you're feeling right here in your throat throughout his entire body, okay? So their whole body can feel those vibrations. And as I'm speaking and Guinea is on my hand, he's actually picking up the vibrations of my voice as well. So it's probably a little frustrating for him and he's not a big fan of it. And he may, now that I want to talk about his tongue, he might show his tongue or he might not. But as you can see earlier in the video, he was flicking his tongue, okay? And snakes have a forked tongue, okay? Forked tongue. So as they are searching and they're smelling the air, for lack of a better term, they're smelling the air, okay? The left side, okay, as they're going around, if they pick something up, a scent, they're like, ooh, I'm gonna go to the left, right? Or, ooh, I'm gonna go to the right. So they're using the hormones that the toads and the frogs are giving off, the vibrations, just the small electrical currents that frogs and toads are giving off, and they're using all of these tools to find their next meal, okay? So here we go, friend. He's got a nice little grin for us. And the last thing that we're gonna talk about today during our time together is one of their biggest defense mechanisms. Okay, now hognoses, we've seen he's flattening himself. He looks a little bit like he's got a cobra hood. He's taking that extra skin and he's flattening out and he's like, man, I'm big and bad, don't mess with me. He's doing his dry strikes because he's like, don't do it, I'll bite you, I'll do it. And when I first picked him up, he actually defecated on me. So he did go to the bathroom and was like, no, I'm not feeling this. And it does smell really bad. I'm going to have to wash everything. But my favorite defense mechanism with a hognose snake is that they actually have a theater degree and they can play dead. Yes, they can. So in extreme stressful situations, and I'm not going to put Guinea through it right now, but what they will do is they will curl up into a ball. They will they'll flip over and they'll flop their mouth open and they'll even stick their tongue out. And they will play dead. They will even go as far as to defecate more. So they'll smell terrible and they're not going to want to be eaten by anything. And the very last kind of theatrical moment that they have is they will actually pop a blood vessel in their mouth and it will drip and it will look like they're bleeding and they're dead. And anything that wants to eat the snake, it smells bad, it's bleeding, it didn't actually kill it, it's already dead. And it's going to be like, man, I don't want to eat that, right? So the predator will move on its way and will be, I don't want this anymore. And the snake will be able to move on his little merry way. Now, I have seen both in person and in video coming across a hognose snake in the wild that did display this defense mechanism. And I'm not suggesting that you do this, but if you YouTube a video, parents, make sure that it's an appropriate video after this. If you flip a dead hognose that's playing dead, if you flip him back over, what they'll actually do is they'll do the whole display all over again. They'll get into a ball, they'll flip on their back, they'll open their mouth, and they're like, no, really, I'm dead. I'm really, really dead. Okay, which is just really funny to me. I think that they are so cool. So again, parents, if you are interested to find a really cool YouTube video, please just watch it for appropriate content before you show your kids. But it is a really cool adaptation and one of my favorite reasons for why I love hognose snakes. So that's, I know, buddy. Let's see. Well, I think that's just about it. He is striking even more. Here, we got a nice, oh, hi. Look at that nice, he's got that nice little grin. He's like, y'all, I'm ready. I'm here. And I'm agitated and I want to go back in my sand pit. So friends, that's all I have for today. Ooh, hi, bud. If you have any questions, please feel free to comment in the box. Otherwise, be sure to check out our Facebook Live videos every day at 10. And I hope that you enjoyed our time together, and thank you so much, and enjoy quarantine. Oh, and don't forget to come check us out at the STEM Center when quarantine is over for some really great program opportunities. We're all going to be itching to get out of the house. So come and see me at the STEM Center, and we'll talk more about snakes, and maybe we'll even go on a hike and search for them. Y'all have a great rest of your day. Thank you. I know, we're gonna go in the sand pit. We're gonna go right now. And I'll be back to answer any questions that you may have. You did such a good job, dude. I know. There you go. In you go. Look at that. All right. So do we have any questions that I can help answer? If you have any questions, please feel free to write them in the comment box. I'll be here for another minute or two to do the best that I can. I saw some emojis. I saw a tear emoji. Why do we have a tear emoji? Why do we have a mad emoji? Tell me why. Do we want the snake to come back? Oh, people want to watch him eat. Oh, that's going to be a long, long process. I have to thaw out a pinky, but why don't I do this? I'll compromise. What I will do is I will prepare a food item for him, and I can take a time-lapse video of him eating his next meal and catch him in the act. And then what I will do is I will post it. Because if I try and coax him to eat, what he'll actually do is he might even throw up his last meal because he's really nervous about stuff like that. They're very private when they eat. Thumbs up if that's a good compromise for y'all. I see a couple. Yes, no, maybe so. All right, so that's what I'll do is I will create a video of him eating his little pinky. I just want to make you aware of it will be a graphic content. The mouse is dead. There may be some blood, but I will video him eating a snake, okay? And I'll post it on the video when he's eaten it. All right, Girl Scouts, thank you so much for your time today and have a great rest of your day. Feel free to leave a comment or a question. Otherwise, we'll see you back here tomorrow. Bye.